Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tanya Psychic Crafts. You guys, this is the second time I'm recording this. So I am a little bit more, believe it or not, a little more ready for this time. Hope you're all having a great day. I'm so glad you're here and are joining me. And I hope that I can show you something fun today. You guys, I have been having lots of trouble with my camera this week, but I'm getting to know it better, that's for sure. And I'm hoping that I finally found the setting to brighten up the display. I know that I've had a couple comments that it was a little dark, a little hard to see, so I think, let me know if I'm wrong, that I may have finally figured that out. Now, one of the things I did was left my bowl of water in the other room. So I'm going to improvise. Here we go. This is called improvising. I have a bottle of water here. Let's see if I have a little, I know I do. Have a little, we're going to use this. We're going to use this for our watercolored water today. Today I am using some Temu dyes. I will have the links in the description box. I am using, let me show you what I'm using. I am using this Welcome dye. Has a little shadow and the word. And I am using the Grateful dye that I got the other day. Let me see where the rest of it is. It's right here underneath all of this. It says Grateful. It's got all the leaves and it's got the shadow. So I'm using that one. I'm going to go ahead and put this up. I think I'm done using that one today. And I think I'm done with this one. I'm going to put it in here too, just so I know where it's at. And we're going to make, and and the hello, where's the hello? Here it is. There's the hello die that I also got from Temu. That's this one. And we're going to be using those today. Links will be in the description box. Again, like I said, this is the second time I've done this, so you're going to see some things that are already painted and already done. We're going to put them together and make some cards. I've already made 2 cards. Yes, I did. And we're going to make some more right now. And I'll show you those cards right now. I might as well. So these are the 2 that I've already made in my previous video that we didn't get to see. And I'm loving how they turned out, you guys. And I'm going to show you how to make that, okay? As well as this one. Very simple, simply stated. I absolutely love how these turn out. They're great fall cards. I struggle a little bit with fall cards, and these turned out really cute. I'm really happy with them. So we're going to go ahead and start off. This is watercolor paper right here, 100% cotton. And I'm just using this itty bitty brush because, you know, even though this is the second time I'm making this video, I failed to get out the larger one. I guess I still could. It just took me a second. But we're almost done with this now. I'm going to get out the bigger one. Okay. Because why not? Why not? I have it. Let's use it. Make it just a little faster. At least for this part. I don't need to get out my giant brush because it's not a giant area. But this will go a little quicker. And then we're just going to take some fall colors. I'm going to use some orange. And I've got my palette over here. You probably can't see it. Just have to believe me. I'm not going to show you any color theory or anything or how to mix colors. I'm just using what I've got. I think these are my Daniel Smith colors. But it doesn't matter what you use. Use what you've got. Use something beautiful. Something that you love. That's what I'm doing. Just kind of playing today. No rules. And I think someone suggested, one of my friends suggested that I go ahead and post the video anyway that failed and do it in a different format. So keep an eye out today. I think I'm going to try to play with it and make it fun and still post it. And we'll see how that turns out. I don't want to promise, but I'm going to try. I'm still learning my editing skills as well. So that's why I don't really want to promise it, but I think it would be a blast. And I think you guys might get a kick out of it. So I'm going to try to do that. So be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you're interested in seeing that and how that works out. Whether I figure out my camera or not. Here we go. Awesome. Now I'm just going to add some extra water in here just to kind of make that bloom a little bit more. And then we're just going to let it dry. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason to where I'm putting these colors, just a festivity of color. We'll just say it that way. Actually, I want to put a little more orange in there though, because I always think of orange in the fall, and it's actually one of my favorite colors. I love orange. So we'll go ahead and stick this. I know that doesn't look like much, you guys. I know, but you know what? It turns out so beautiful. I promise it does. Just hang with me and I'll show you. Now, why am I doing watercolor? It's Thursday. Yes, but you know what? I was hurrying yesterday and wasn't thinking about the day, and I missed my own Watercolor Wednesday. If you guys are interested in Watercolor Wednesday, please feel free to join in at any time. Break out your watercolors, break out your tools, have some fun with me, and just create. If you don't want to use watercolor, you can markers. I'm not picky. You can, use my hashtag Watercolor Wednesday, and use your markers. That's fine. Use just something that that you need to get out and try and play with, and I'll come watch your video and show you some support. I love it. Now I'm just using kind of a burnt sienna color just around the edges to kind of blend into that. Just a little bit something different. This one I'm going to leave a little bit plain compared to the other one. We're not going to put all the colors in there. Just a little bit. And I wanted to show you too that if you end up getting too much color in the middle, you can always take your towel, something to blot with, paper towel, and you can kind of pick up in the middle and you'll be able to lighten that section up. Or you can do that anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the middle. It can be anywhere. But you can always soak some of that back up. All right, while those dry, we're gonna paint some leaves. Now we're gonna do this a little bit differently. So if you're worried I'm gonna paint them all one by one, nope, nope, nope. I've got a better way to do that. We're gonna use a tiny brush on this one because we're gonna put some color down here on the paper. We're gonna put some of this fun orange. I said paper, I meant the glass mat. Put some of this orange on there. Okay, rinse that out really good. Then we're going to put some of this green on here. A little bit more. And then we're going to put some yellow. Apparently mixed with green. Got a lot on my brush, don't I? Alright, and then we'll get some of this brown. Let's use this brown. And we'll put that right over here. Get that wet there. It won't come up. There we go. Now, here's the crazy fun part. We're going to spray a little bit of water on that. Ooh, look at it go. All right, then we're going to get our leaves. Ooh, I've got a couple bases I forgot to paint. We're just going to drop them on there. Remember, this is watercolor paper, so it's going to pick up some of that color. We'll smoosh it in. Look. If we missed a spot, we can go back. Those are ones I did before, so I don't want to redo those. Just drop it in. Look at that. Pretty cool. Got some bright colors on there. And I like this technique because you don't have to think about it. You know, it comes up how it comes up. And sometimes that decision making is the hard part. It looks too worked when you do it with brush sometimes, you know. It looks like you you just tried too hard to get it in the right spots. And what is the right spot? There is no right spot. So if you just plop it on there, the paint and the water and all of it, that's making the decision for you. You don't have to think about it, and they kind of blend perfectly. Now if they do turn muddy and you don't like the colors that you're picking up anymore, you can always wipe it off and start over. Let's get some green in there. There we go. We're almost at that point. I'm just going to add some more water. It's drying up a little. And we'll add another white one in there. Add some brown to it. See, that one's getting a little bit light for me. I'm going to put some green back in there. I'm going to leave it. I don't want to change it, but we'll just add some more color. Add a little more brown. We'll even add a little more orange. Just to clean it up just a little bit. That looks a little blobby, doesn't it? Let's put some water on that part. Too much pigment in that spot. Okay. And let's find another leaf that isn't painted yet. Cool. That's cool. I cut out a couple sets of these, so we'll have plenty to work with. Nice. It's kind of fun to flip it over and see what you get. My yellow is now gone. My brown is taking over. I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit of this. We'll keep the green there. Let's put some more orange and yellow. It's going to be kind of a dirty orange and a dirty yellow. That's okay, because my water is getting really dirty. But that's alright, because it kind of lends to what we're doing anyway. And then we'll put a little more brown right here. Change that up just a little, since the green is all kind of moved down to the bottom. And let's do some more. Oops, I forgot to spray it, didn't I? We should have just a few more. Cool. Just kind of touch it in the brown a little bit there. Nice. Okay. That one already painted. That one's already painted. Kind of takes the thought out of it, which is great. Don't have to worry about doing it wrong. There's no right or wrong. Get some of that brown back up in there. Get a little bit more brown on our palette. And, oh, there's one. I was going to say, I think I got them all. There we go, and I think I'm going to add a little brown there to the edge somewhere here, if I can get it on there. Alright, is that all of them? I think so. Alright, now for the, let's let those dry. For the acorns, we're going to do something just a little different. And for these, there should be two. I have this part, and I should have one more. Where is it? Ouch. Well, that was my glue gun. Alright, well, we'll just do this one. Oh, there's the other one, but where's the cap? Let's see. That's what's missing. Right there. I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay. So for these, they're still brown in my brush. And that's perfect. I don't have to paint the top part because that's going to be covered anyway. This part, though, I'm going to add a tiny tinge of green to it because it happened accidentally on the other ones. I really liked the way it looked. So we're going to kind of put a little bit of green in there. Just a bit. And then we're going to go back in with this color here. And we're going to put some highlights here. Right around the edges. Okay, I'm going to actually add a little bit more green there to that one. So I kind of washed it out, didn't I? Okay, and then, like I said, these are going to go over the tops of them, so that's why I left part of that white. That's okay. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this raw umber on this one. I used a different color on the others, but that's okay because I'm not going to put them together. Those cards are done. So these can have different colors. When's shot I am, right? Yes, I think so. I feel silly that after all this time I'm still trying to figure out my camera, but my goodness, I've really had a go of it. Okay, we'll just add this around here. A little extra color, a little darker. Okay, there's that. Now, I think these were, I have these left. Do I want to go ahead? I think I'm going to go ahead and paint these while we're at it. Because I don't want to, yeah, I just want to be done. We'll just be done with it, with the watercolors and not have to get them out again. So we'll go ahead and color these. And yes, I'm okay with that water being a different color. Because it's not going to matter in a minute when I put all the color all over it. Should we put a light brown? We could put a yellow ochre. That's a very fall color, right? The cool part about it is that you can make these papers any color you want to match your project. So if you don't have the right color of paper, definitely you can get out your watercolor paper. And we're going to add a little bit darker color to the edges here. there's that. Okay, we'll let that one dry. Maybe we'll try an actual brown this time. How about, this is a gray, I think. Is that gray? Kind of. We could do that. That's pretty. That's a nice color. I'm going to use Distress ink on these too, so that's going to add an additional layer of color. And it's got a touch of the orange in it too, which is kind of cool. Alright, let's get this last one. What color should this one be? This could be, what about indigo? Indigo is like my all-time favorite. In this color palette. That is my favorite color in here. And I think it's gorgeous with fall colors too. And just a touch more. All right. We're good. We are good to go. Okay, we're going to be done with that. I can put away the watercolors. I won't spill all over my desk. No, that's never happened. No. Of course it has. Have you met me? Of course it has. Okay, just not lately. Now, I'm going to take a sip here. I've already got my bases cut out. I've already got my ink out. Some of these are going to need to dry. We did these first, correct? I think so. We're going to move this all up here. Those are drying. Once we get these inked up really quick, we will start gluing them down. Okay, these were first, so these are going to be the driest. This watercolor paper has white all around the edges, so we're going to go ahead and ink that up. Not trying to get too much of that brown, but on the edges, it doesn't come in too far, but it definitely does leave a brown on there. Isn't that pretty? There we go. That one's still wet, so we'll skip that one for now. That one too. Those are all still wet, of course. But what we can do while we wait for those to dry is go ahead and get out, let's see, are these drying too? These are still drying. These are pretty dry. I think these will be okay. We can go ahead and glue these. I'll use that again in a minute. Oh, I forgot to paint the berries. That's okay. We'll skip the berries this time. We don't have to have the berries. They're pretty, but we'll skip them this time. I'll do them later. So we'll just glue these little caps onto the acorns. Just like that. And then we'll use the Distress ink to cover the white spots. You don't have to do that, but I like it better. I feel like it gives it a little bit more of definition and completion. I like it. I really like this die. I'm glad I got it. It's similar to ones I have as far as the leaves and things go, but I didn't have anything that said grateful, and that was the part I really wanted. But these leaves and things and the acorns that I got that are in this set are a little bit bigger than the ones that I have, and they're really nice to work with, and I think they make a great focal point for cards being this size. So I'm just going to use the brush now to go around the edges of these and just clean that up a little bit. Get all the white spots so that they don't stick out, you know, make it look finished and intentional. There. Isn't that cute? We're just going to do this around all the pieces. Try to go quickly. So it'll shorten it up a little. Maybe I'll even, I might even mute and fast forward this part. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. Unless I think of something creative to say. I don't know. What am I going to tell you guys? I am no expert. But I have a lot of fun with this. And I'm so glad you guys enjoy my journey. You guys have shown so much support, and it means everything to me. Even the haters. Because you know what? The haters watch my videos too. Sometimes they even leave comments, and you know what they're doing when they do that? They're helping my algorithms. Yep. They can hate away. Keep helping my algorithms. I'm good with it. Although I don't know why you'd want to. I would think people would have better things to do. I would hope so. I'm just trying to spread positivity here, guys. Don't be hateful. I had a troll this morning, so that's on my mind. It's okay. I started to engage, and then I really felt sorry for them. I thought, you know what? That's the best they have to do. Bummer. Too bad. Too bad for them, but, you know, it's all good. So we're just kind of going around these. You can see it adds a little bit of brown to the leaf as well. It could be just my fingers rubbing it, and that's fine too. Whatever it is, whether it's the brush or my fingers, it's adding an extra something. But it takes out that white. Makes it look a little more realistic and rustic. Got a few more to go here. My fingers are getting tired. Okay, I'll go back to these. Okay, we're all done with that. Now, I need to wipe out my fingers. Clean them up a little bit here. And let's get back to these. Okay. Now for these welcome, I've got a couple of them cut out. I can use, I think I'd like to use this one here. Just making sentiments for the cards now. And then we can attach them. It's going to be such an easy process. You'll be like, what? Wait, I could do that. That's what you're going to say, I promise. Nope, this is this one I wanted on here. I've got the paint underneath my fingernails and stain under my fingernails now. They were clean when I started. Okay. There's that one. We've got, let's see, do I have one more welcome? I have one more welcome right here. This one would be cute in silver. If I was doing a different theme, like a Halloween theme, wouldn't that be cute in this color? Just like that. Love how the watercolor granulated. To keep that in mind for another project, that it did that. I think a silver would be really pretty with this one. But since we're doing fall, I'm going to go ahead and stick with what we've got going on here. And we could have cut out some gold leaves, would be really pretty to add to it. But I didn't think about that before I started, so I don't have any. So we'll use these welcomes, we'll use this hello. Got a couple gratefuls we need to put together. And we'll start with the L because it's right here on the end. And the G is on the other end. Then we need everything in between. See how the colors just really play there. Okay, there's the other G. have a third set. I forgot to cut the third set. So I have extra letters here, which should make them speedy to find. And there's an A hanging out right there. I really am glad I got this die. It's, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea to have to glue all the letters down. I'm not always a fan of that either. But I don't have a grateful die cut, and I really do like this one. Did I mention these are all Temu dies? The links will be in my description box below. So if you're interested, check that out. I'll also have my link, my discount, and all that fun stuff. You know the drill. Almost there. It's slightly over more than I want to, but that's okay. We're good. There's the R. There's an A. And of course I can't find, there it is, the T. I can spell. This is one of those things that it would be great to have ahead of time and have them all set up and ready to go for when you make your card. If you don't have these, you can still make beautiful cards without them, of course. Use what you've got. You can use the same techniques, different techniques, whatever you want to do. But I hope that I can inspire you today to make your own. These are going to be going into the donations with the with my challenge, my card challenge, into Cards for Kindness. So I'm happy to be making them. Okay, now here we go. I've got these these card strips cut, standard size cards for me today. And because I can't find my bone folder, I need to stop wiping my dirty fingers across this white paper because eventually color is going to come off of there. We're going to use that in a minute. We are going to, I already have these cut too. One of them is a little bit, you know what, I think it's going to be okay though. I think it's this one. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this string. This is how I did one of them. And I really like how it turned out. So what I'm going to do is tape this here. It's like my little tape dispenser from Dollar Tree. Last year. It was last year, not this year. Last year. I don't know if they still have them this year. I don't know. I have no idea. I have been trying so hard. We have a Dollar Tree next to my work, and I am trying so hard to not go in there and shop. Ugh, it's so tough sometimes. But I don't need anything. Well, I do. There's a couple things I need. I say that all the time, but I don't want to go in there and shop. I really just don't. I'm trying so hard to clean up and use what I have. There we go. That's done. Now it doesn't matter how these sit. You don't have to measure it or anything. It's just for fun. We're just going to glue this down. These particular strings are so thin, they're not going to make a difference if there's a little bit of bunch down there. So we'll just glue this here. And I've got a little extra space on this one because I had one that was just shy of the measurement I needed, and it's okay. We'll use it anyway. This is loose on the front, that's all right. That is all right. What we're going to do is we're going to put this across here anyway. Now, what I want to do with this is use some fun foam. I don't have any fun foam. I do have sticky foam though. I do have foam tape. And we're going to go ahead and just spread this across here. Give it a little lift. And once again, across the top. And a little piece up here on the L. Then we'll take the backing off. I need a vacuum later anyway. I'm just going to throw it on the floor. Why not? Seriously. I say it every week. I'm going to clean. I'm going to clean. And I do. I do clean. Don't know how I make such a mess. There, look how pretty that is already. Alright, and then we're going to take some of these pieces. Now, one of the things that I like to do with these pieces, I like to take them and kind of just bend them a little bit, just kind of train them to have just a little bit of fold. See how it's not flat? Just a little bit, don't go crazy. And then we're going to take a little bit of glue and just put a little, I say little, but it's kind of big, a bead in the back. And then we're going to stick this underneath here, and don't press it down, just enough so it sits, just so it tucks in there. Okay, so it's going to give it a little bit of a lift, and that's exactly what we want. I'm going to be careful with this so it doesn't go too far off the card. I think I want it right there. We're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to kind of just bend these just a little bit, just work them carefully. You don't need to go get a bone folder and do it that way. That's too much of a bend. But you can see they're not straight anymore. We're just going to put a blob there and a blob there. And then we're going to tuck this under and just rest it gently on the blob. Don't push it down. Don't make it flat. Let it sit up a little bit. Look how much interest that gives it. Just a lot of lift, a lot of something, and you don't, it's not all flat. It's not even flat like the foam tape, because the foam tape is flat too, but this actually bends. See that? And it's going to stay just like that. It's not going to go down flat. Pretty cool, right? Let's see if we can stick another colorful piece in there. Possibly not, because I did kind of put those close to the edge. See if I can get some green underneath it though. Probably not, because I did stick it close to the edge. I should have probably played with that a little bit more before I stuck it down. Is there a smaller one? This is a smaller one. Put this one there. Perhaps. Can I make it look natural there? Perhaps I can do that. Let's bend that one up. Carefully just push it under, and that's going to have some lift there. That's great. Alright, and then we can do the same thing on this side. Let's play with this one a little bit. I don't want to use the acorns because I only have a couple of them. Maybe I just want that side. Maybe that's it for this one. Does it look balanced? think I'm going to put a dab of glue in there to hold that still. I think I still feel like it needs something here. I don't want to cover all that string up though, it's so pretty. Maybe... maybe just like that, or I could put one of these guys. Like that maybe. It's not sitting right with me somehow. I'm not sure why. Something's not quite right. Something like that. I could use one of these maybe. That's what we'll do. Okay. You could add birds to this, or heck, you could do whatever you wanted to. There's so many options. Little woodland creatures somehow. Maybe you've got some die cuts of that, or stickers. That one didn't stick to anything. I gotta put more glue under there. There we go. I like that better. There's that one. I think I like the ones with the berries better. I think that's what it is. I'm looking for that pop of color, I think, that I had on the other ones. Let's do the blue. There we go. We could do the another welcome, or we could do grateful. Heck, we could leave that just like that. That'd be pretty just as it is, wouldn't it? Why do we have to add anything else? Let's just do that. That's a simple card. Talk about simple. There. Let's just do that. Booyah. Done. Look, you could even put a flower on there if you wanted to. But I don't. Ooh, we could put, I didn't color these. Might be kind of cute to do. Watch this. Because I forgot to paint these. So I have 2 of them sitting here, I think. We could do something like, watch. And then I have a little red bow. That would be pretty. Let's do that. These I'm going to go ahead and glue flat-ish. Okay. Hold that down a sec. My camera thinks it's going to shut off on me, guys. Not today, camera. Let's try this way. Do something a little different. So one thing that I think we can do that's going to make that hello stand out, even though it's on the same color paper, we can put this background behind it, a ribbon behind it. And then if we put the leaves behind that, the colors will break up really well. You know something? Hang on a minute. Do I have a strip of gold? That would be fun too. I don't. I think I'm gonna make one. I would like a strip of gold going behind that sweater. Just a small one, like a sliver. Like I really don't need much. Just a straight sliver of a paper. Like that. Tear that longer than I need it. We'll cut it and I'm going to eyeball the center there and then cut where I think it's to be cut. And then we'll stick the sweater part to the middle-ish. We'll have just a small band of that gold sticking out. And I do see this is a little bit crooked. I'm going with it. I'm fine. We're going to put this right up on top because I don't think that it's going to work well to try to foam tape it. I think it's going to be too much trouble. So we'll glue that there. Now I know what you're thinking, because the colors are all the same, it's hard to see. I know. Hang on. Just hang on. Here's my thought. Once we start going around here with leaves and tucking them in, that's all going to change. See how that works? Kind of provides that background. That'll lay flatter. I'm just kind of looking to see how I can place them. Go here, just like it's a sprig, you know. I've got another set of pine cones that I can put up here. We can put some of these down here. Let's put this green one. Look at that. I think I like it. It's fall, y'all. And we can put this one here. And then we can even put a bow on this one down here at the bottom. Isn't that cute? I think so. All right, now for these, you saw me bending them to give them lift. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I don't press them all the way down. Oops, what's that? So they still have a little lift on them. Bend them slightly. That one. And this one. I'm going to stick one more of these in there. We'll just cram it full. We'll put this in there. Get under there. You love it? I know I do. Okay, I'll probably stick a couple more leaves in this one too, just to make sure it's nice and full. And I've got the leaves to do it, so I think I want a longer one here. These are looking a little too perfectly stacked, so I'm trying to break it up just a little. Like I thought too hard about it, you know? Don't want that. And this guy, I'm going to put just a little lower. And this is a little bit of empty space. That's where we're going to put the ribbon. There. I hope you guys were inspired today. I was going to make one more. That's right, one more small one. I've got some offcuts, and I just want to show you, even with your scraps, you can make something fun. Don't throw everything away. Oops. Look how cute that is. I will get the glue strings off. Work at that just a little later. There's a few of them on there. I think it turned out cute. Isn't that fun? I think my parents would love that. So there's that one. And then, let's see, we've got just this one last one. Is this it? This is it. Look, this is a piece that I cut off of that other paper. This is where I cut Grateful out a couple times. We are going to do, this is cute. This is going to be fun. Where'd that foam go? Let's put some foam tape behind there. Check it out. Now, you could even make a shaker, put some acetate behind there. Ooh, I actually have some acetate right here. It's on my desk because I keep moving it to get to something else. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do a shaker right now. I don't have the sequins right now. I'd have to go dig for them. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm getting distracted here. But you could. I could. But I've got this piece. And we can use this. We can totally use this. You can read the words Grateful on the front, and I cut them straight, so that's pretty cool. We just need some support all around the edges, so it will stick up off the card. It's too big, probably. And go one more time underneath this word, just for extra stability. This one is a little bit too much on the word. This is where that foam tape comes in handy though, because I need something thin, and that definitely works. That's why we have a love-hate relationship, because it works. It helps. It makes things easier. I don't have to cut one in half. I've already got the right size. So I shouldn't be so hard, right? Shouldn't be so hard on my tape. It does work great. This one. This one. This one done. Yep, that one's sticky already. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and stick this straight down on here. And I'm not going to finish this card because I don't actually have a card blank for it yet. And I think I just did that crooked. Did I do it crooked, or is that the shadow? I think I did it a little bit off. I'm going to go ahead and trim this if it'll let me. It might be too thick. It's not too thick. Trim that just a little. Now you could actually use this as an ephemera or something else, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it into a card front. Do we have, I don't have any more acorns. Oh shoot. Well, we could still do it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use a bow instead. We're going to fold our flower or our leaves like we did before. I've only got a few leaves left, so let's just use them up. That one might be too big. This one might be too big as well. Shoot, maybe we won't be able to. Well, we'll try. And then one more. We'll put them in just like this. Oh, yes, this is going to be cute. Let's get some of these outer folded in too. We can fold them back and forth. This one here. Just kind of really play with it. That one there. Glue strings. yada yada. This paper is kind of, like, again, this is 100% watercolor paper, or a cotton watercolor paper. And it's fun to work with because you can bend it different directions and really work with it. Let's get that R out of there. I don't need you right now. Okay, and then, so yeah, we're just using up our scraps now, right? Put this extra one right there. They know this says grateful too because it's the same as the top. So if you cover part of the word, it's not going to matter much. Now with this one, I don't think one bow is going to cut it. I might need to make two. Let's see what we need to do here. Or just one bigger one, one fuller one somehow. See, this is where I wish I had a bow maker because I'd put 2 loops on there. And I don't know how to do it without. I don't know how to do it at all. Let's see here. Let me think a minute. If I doubled this up and did a bow in the same way, that should work, I think. Thinking about it too hard. Loop it around. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so and then split these like this. Yep. I feel like that's too big though. Did I miss that one? Didn't want to cut. Okay. There we go. And you can put that on a card front or use it for ephemera or something. So there's another one. All right, you guys. Well, that's it for today. I think I've got quite a bit made here. We've got this one. We've got welcome here. Grateful. Welcome. Hello and grateful. And there we go. I hope you liked this. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me and spending time with me today. If you're interested in getting these same die cuts, make sure you check that description box for the links. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I am grateful for each and every one of you. Love you bunches. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.